go. Hello and welcome to this chat view with Bernardo Moya and the English sisters. Hello, Bernardo.
Hello,
Hi,
Bernardo.
how are you? Okay.
Very well. Now you are the CEO of NLP Life Training.
Yes.
And we know that you've got some really exciting seminars coming up. Get the Life You Want. We've got the book here.
Yeah.
And also the Richard Bandler seminars.
Yes, Get the Life You Want is Richard Bandler and Paul McKenna.
Right.
We did an event last year and it was extremely successful. I mean, we sold out. We did it at Wembley. It was a fantastic 2-day event. And we're running it again this year. And you know, in high demand. You know, people want to spend a bit of time with Richard and Paul and get pumped up. It's a fantastic weekend. Loads of really good energy and a lot of really good, you know, karma and, you know, things going on for the 2 days.
We're looking forward.
Brilliant.
We're hoping to be able to fit it into our busy schedule, but if we can, we'll pop on a plane and come over.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, 2 of the best trainers in the world, really.
Yeah, really.
Paul McKenna, we think Paul McKenna's brought hypnosis to the people, really.
Yeah.
And, you know, he learned a lot of things off Richard Bandler. So the 2 of them together is a pretty powerful team. You know, it's worth going to see.
Definitely.
No, absolutely. They are the best hypnotists in the world, without a doubt. And you know, you get these things with them. Then, you know, I've attended many courses with loads of them over the years. And it doesn't matter how many times you go and how many times you see, you just feel good, you know, at the end of it. And no, they're fantastic. And they both work really well together. I mean, they've done many seminars for many years, but, you know, they bring different things to the table. You know, Paul's very funny, very entertaining, you know, and really engaging. And then Richard, you know, blows people's minds, you know, with his wisdom and you know, and how he engages. And Richard is also very, very funny. So, you know, people laugh a lot, which I think is really important.
Yeah,
that's really...
Well, in this day and age, you know, it's important to have a laugh, isn't it? I mean, in the work we do, we're always focusing on that as well, having fun.
Well, in every day and age, really. I mean, it's not just this day and age.
But there's a bit of gloom and doom going on now, isn't there, with the economy and blah, blah, blah. And it's nice to, you know, get a step out of that and see what's really going on.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's it. I think, you know, the news tends to focus. It's been great with the Olympics, to be honest. There's been a good spirit. You know, it's been very inspiring, and people have been looking at, you know, maybe things in a different kind of way, and I think that's what's needed. We need a lot more positive, you know, things happening, and we need to focus on the good stuff and laugh. I'm a great believer that, you know, I love having a laugh, and it's what keeps you going, really. So no, and I see you girls always laughing, so that's why people like what you do, I suppose. You always like engaging and having a laugh.
Well, probably. We do enjoy laughing a lot. It just seems to come naturally. But then there is a lot to laugh about when you learn how to look at things perhaps in a different way. Maybe that's what it's about.
Well, it's about getting the life you want. Because, I mean, the book says it. And this is a really basic little book here.
Yeah.
That, I mean, this is just for anyone can read this. You know, you don't have to be an NLP trainer or a guru or whatever to be able to read this little book. This is just a little manual for any single person out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if this was in schools, it would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
we're always saying this, but I mean, really, young kids should be reading this as soon as they can read. The teachers should be reading it to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the teacher should be the first one reading it, because, you know, they need to...
The teachers,
because you do get a lot of teachers.
Teach the kids. I mean, the great thing about that book is it's very simple, as you said. It's kind of based on getting through and getting to things. That's the way the book is divided, and it gives you kind of you know, just like a menu. You know, when you're actually looking at a recipe, you just follow this technique, do this, do that, and it's a very simple book to read, and it's based on, obviously, you know, 40 years of Richard's experience. He's very proud of that book, and it sells very, very well. It's probably one of the best-selling books we've sold for Richard for many years.
Well,
right.
No wonder. You should be proud of it, because it is. It's once again bringing NLP techniques to the everyday person, to everyone out there in the street can just pick it up and read it.
Yeah.
And understand it, because the exercises are really simple and really easy to follow, and they work. You know, they will change your state. If you're feeling a little bit down, you do one of the exercises, you're going to feel great afterwards.
You are. I imagine what the 2-day seminar is going to be like.
The seminar just mind-blowing, like what you said.
It is, and people, until you actually go to these things, you don't really, you can't fully appreciate what you get from them until you actually attend. And we know this, don't we?
Well, we know
because when you go, you have that collective energy of all these people there as well, and that influences the whole state, you know, the how you feel, doesn't it?
Well, of course it does. I mean, you know, if you're in a room of gloomy people, what's going to happen to you? I mean,
just
if you're a Buddhist monk and you can manage to say Zen or one of these, you know, you can turn it around and make everyone laugh. You can either do that, otherwise, what's going to happen? You're going to go into, you know, a gloomy state. So if you go to one of these events where everyone, you know, people may start off being skeptical and saying, what's going on here? You know, I really don't believe in this.
Get the life you want.
Do it yourself. How can you get the life you want? It's all right for other people to say that, but that's not for me. I'm never going to get the life I want because I'm blah, blah, blah. At the end of it, you know, they'll see that, you know, not only will they be able to get the life they want, but they'll be able to show people in their families how to get the life they want.
I think that's really important.
I think is the most important, and their colleagues.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Bernardo?
Well, I completely agree. I think some people are quite sceptical when it comes down to these things, and you know, they're just happy to get on with their life of, you know, whatever their life gives them at the moment. And I think nowadays, you know, we need to get our priorities right. We tend to spend money on, you know, on going out for a meal, you know, and you spend 100 quid or 200 quid, or you go and buy yourself a new pair of shoes, which I understand you ladies need shoes, you know, that's important. But at the end of the day, you know, investing in yourself and going and spending 2 days with, you know, the best masters of change, you know, who have sold millions and millions of books, who've trained thousands and tens of thousands of people around the world, you know, it is something you need to give a chance to. And based on my experience, we've been doing this for a long time now, we've seen, you know, how people's lives change and evolve by the simplest of courses, you know, maybe just a small intro, maybe just a book, maybe a DVD, maybe attending a 2-day course like this, you know, but we've seen the impact. Last year it was Wembley, 1,300 people. We sold that, as I said, and the energy was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the testimonials we got, everybody was absolutely buzzing. And it goes on and on and on. I mean, we get the testimonials immediately, we get the follow-ups afterwards. So this is what we need to do. We need to focus on trying to get out of, you know, whatever the spiral we're in right now, and try and look at, you know, what else could we do differently? And sometimes it may be just one thing. It might be one little technique. It might be something that, you know, Richard says or Paul says. Because, you know, there's so many NLP techniques, and it can be any simple thing that can say, oh, you know what, I never thought of that. And you implement that in your life, and it can have a massive change. And that's what it is. It's just really changing small things. Changing small things, you know, can have a dramatic change. And, you know, attending a course like this, highly recommended.
Absolutely. And we know Richard and John Laval also going on to do the European conference. So, I mean, this is something that's happening all over Europe and the world. So it's not, you know, it's not just in London, it's just everywhere. So you probably get a lot of international. Well, we know a lot of people from Italy which will be attending.
We do.
Don't we?
The European conference. Will you be attending, Bernardo? Will you be going?
Yes. I hopefully will be. I don't want to go. I've got it in my diary penciled. Thing is with us, we start now and then we don't finish till like mid-November, and then, you know, so it's like weekend after weekend. But no, I do want to attend. And these seminars normally, as you said, they're very international. I mean, I can tell you on this course, on the NLP practitioners we do, we have probably 30-40% of people come from the UK. Another 30%, 40% come from all over Europe. I mean, Germany, we tend to get quite a lot of people, Switzerland, Norway, Finland. But then we get another 20% of people coming from India, Australia, US. I mean, we have people from Australia and New Zealand coming in, you know, for a prac course. So they're very, very international. And absolutely, highly recommended.
Yeah, and if you think about the expense that these people go to come, because, you know, when you're travelling from New Zealand or Australia or India, it's a lot of, you know, they obviously think the investment is worthwhile.
Well, it is. I think
they've had the experience. I mean, we went to
We understand it's difficult times. I mean, what we try to do with the courses is we normally go, when we start promoting and marketing them, we really bring the price down, and then the price goes up every 30 days.
Yeah.
We're quite strict with the price policy because it does go up.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year we sold the Get the Life You Want. We started at £180.
Oh,
it went up to 360. I think was a full price. I mean, seriously, it is very, very affordable.
It is affordable.
We do our best, and Richard does our best, and Paul does. We all do our best to try and make it affordable for everybody. We do intro evenings for like £40.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. The travel expenses and all that adds on. So we do our bit, and the practitioner courses you can basically get for 50% if you book well in advance, and you can also pay off.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
anyway,
appreciate
if you book a luxury holiday, it's going to cost that much anyway. So
but it might not change your life.
It won't change. Well, it could do.
It could do. It could do.
It won't. No.
But you never know. I mean, you're sure that this will.
Well, if you find a new boyfriend.
Yeah, that's what I was
Find a
thinking.
new husband.
I was thinking about that.
It could easily change your life as well. I mean, holidays.
Anyway, holidays are lovely, and so are trainings. Everything's lovely. And
it's self-investment.
Well, it's all in it's holidays, and you feel good in you.
It's all about, taking care of yourself and investing in yourself, and always moving forwards. We feel, and we know from experience that NLP and hypnosis, and Paul McKenna, Bandler, and all the other fantastic trainers out there have changed our lives.
Yeah.
And we had pretty good lives.
Yeah.
I mean, we were happy people.
Yeah.
And yet we know so much more. We have the tools to deal with just everyday situations. We're much more in the present, and it's been brilliant. So we can highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. We do.
So.
We do indeed.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you, Bernardo. We also know you're an author, and you also do your own trainings. We watched some of your videos in Spanish.
Yeah.
They were really cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah,